Hi, welcome to Next Edge Tutorials. In today's lesson, we're going to be looking at some arm exercises to help you rotate your jumps on and off the ice a lot faster. So rotating jumps is definitely the goal for all figure skaters. Whether you've got a single or a double, you can imagine how much easier it would be to do those jumps if all of a sudden you could rotate faster. And what about adding an extra rotation on? So maybe you're going from a single to a double or a double to a triple. It may seem impossible at the start and you just don't know how that extra rotation can be found, but all of a sudden if you can rotate faster, hey, that extra rotation doesn't seem impossible anymore. And the final thing is that you may notice at the Olympic and the top level, all those figure skaters have really fast, aggressive rotations on their jumps. Now that's definitely not a coincidence. Fast jumps, fast rotating jumps, and great skaters definitely goes hand in hand. So these exercises that we're going to look at today are really going to help us on our upper body, trying to increase that rotation and make us go a little bit faster. So if we want to break down the two key things that we want to focus on for our upper body on rotations, it's twisting our shoulders and our arms pulling in. Those two ingredients will really help us to make a beautiful fast rotation. So for the first exercise, we're going to work on our upper body and really using our shoulders. Now, one of my favorite exercises to do is just finding a wall and then doing some twists on it. Sounds super simple and it really is. So for me, I like to find a wall, I put my back on the wall, I take a small step away, my feet are about shoulder width apart, and then from there, I turn around and I touch the wall. It's as simple as that. Now from here, I'm gonna twist the other way and then touch the wall. And that's it. Now I know that seems simple, but where we really try to get into it is where we be aggressive. So for me, maybe I would do 10 to start with, and then I can work my way up to 20 and 30. But I can't stress enough, it's all about the quickness of it and not how many you do. So we'll try and go maybe semi-speed just to get a feel for it. So I touch, touch, touch. And you'll notice that I'm just trying to touch the wall behind me just to make sure that I'm making contact and I'm twisting. Otherwise, you may find sometimes that you can get a little short here and you're not twisting as much as you should be. So it's really about that touch and really about being aggressive. Okay, so now let's do the same thing as before, but just face on. Now let's be really aggressive, and when I say aggressive, I mean quick. Lots of speed, lots of quickness, lots of aggressiveness. Fast, fast, fast. And that way we can really feel the workings of that rotation. So I'm gonna start out shoulder width apart with my legs. I'm just off the wall. I turn around just to check my distance, make sure I can touch the wall. I'm gonna keep my head relatively straight, and then I'm gonna do back and forward, back and forward. So we'll start slow again, touching the wall, touching the wall. Nice and easy. And now let's speed up a little bit. There we go. So you'll notice the speed that I'm twisting, or the aggressiveness, I try to get quicker and quicker. I'm a little bit out of breath, but you know what? I could definitely go faster than that. So something to really focus on, and you will feel it through your body as the twists start to increase. If you're doing this a couple times a day, you'll definitely notice after a month or so, that quickness that you twist will increase amazingly and you'll really feel the difference. Okay, so for exercise number 2, what I like to do is get some weights. Now these are really light weights. They are ½ kilo or 1 pound, but you definitely don't need weights. You can do it without weights, with weights. I just like to use weights sometimes because I feel it helps that rotation and I really feel the obvious power in the spin of it. So for this one, it's a really simple exercise. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start with our left arm in front, right arm behind. It doesn't really matter which way you jump because we are gonna hit up both sides. So left arm in front, right arm behind, and I'm gonna start with 2 twists, and then on the 3rd twist, I'm gonna be pulling in. So my arm's gonna come in as though I'm rotating. So we're gonna start here, and you're gonna see twist 1, twist 2, and on the 3rd twist, I pull in and pull in. Okay, and then I'm gonna open again, twist 1, twist 2, pull in. And then again, twist 1, twist 2, pull in. Last time, twist 1, twist 2, pull in. So you'll notice on this exercise that I'm getting that shoulder work, and at the same time, I'm getting that arm work. So the two main key ingredients for a rotation. That early twist with our shoulders and then aggressive pulling in with our arms. So starting the rotation and then increasing the rotation. So why don't we have a look at it, but a little bit faster this time. So here, and then we're gonna work on twist, twist, in. Twist, twist, in, twist, twist, in. And you'll notice that as I start to increase the rhythm, I increase the power, everything starts to feel way more comfortable. The weights even kind of help me. They guide me with that power, helps me to feel that rotation, and I can definitely see how with a few more of these, that rotation would feel even faster than it originally did. Okay, so for the final exercise, we're gonna do the most basic exercise that we probably know, getting into a rotation position. Now for me, that is left arm in front and right arm behind. Legs are still shoulder width apart, nice and stable, nothing too much going on down there. From here, we're just gonna check twisting and then pulling in, making sure that there isn't anything too crazy going on. So this exercise isn't really obviously using weights, we're not using the wall anymore, we're just checking how we can go from a wide position on this side to a nice tight position on that side. So for me, I would just make sure that my right arm's working well, my left arm's working well, my head's doing what it should be doing, nothing going on that is out of the ordinary. So let's check a couple times. So left arm, right arm, and then twisting from here. Twist in and out, in and out, in and out. You'll notice that I'm trying to keep quite smooth with my right arm, my back arm, and I'm keeping quite smooth with my left arm. I'm not throwing this one out, I'm not whipping this one under. Nothing crazy, everything's working smooth because we know that jumps on the ice, when they do run smooth, they're so much easier. Yeah, we can do so much faster if we're nice and smooth as opposed to really stiff and trying to force something. The other thing I would suggest is making sure you know what position you want. For me, this is quite comfortable, but you can have here, you can have elbows out. Just make sure you know what you want and you're getting what you want. Okay, so let's quickly check one more time what it's gonna look like, but this time from a different angle. This time you're gonna be behind me and seeing what it looks like as I finish into that rotation position. So again, nothing crazy, just like we did. Left arm, right arm. And then keep it smooth. Smooth, smooth, and smooth. There you have it. Nothing too out of the ordinary, just checking the position and checking how it works. Okay, so there you have it, 3 really simple exercises to help you increase the quickness for your upper body on rotations. Now please, just a few things to remember. The first exercise, definitely don't get too close to the wall. You'll notice that if you get too close to the wall, you can't actually use your shoulders like you should. You're too tight and you'll notice that your arm sort of bumps into the wall as you're turning. Take a few steps away, check your space, and then it's so much easier to do. The second exercise, please don't use too heavy weights. If you use too heavy weights, you'll find that you can swing wildly around. You wanna have just a little bit of weight, just enough that it's quite comfortable. Third exercise, just focus on making sure everything's smooth and polished. If you find yourself uncomfortable as you're doing the exercise, something's probably a little bit off, use a mirror. A mirror will make a world of difference. That way you can check what's going on, see if everything feels like it should, as though you feel it, if that makes sense. Okay, well there you have it. Those are the exercises. Hope you really enjoyed this lesson and we can't wait to see you on our next lesson.